How's everybody doing? Welcome back to a brand new Witness Trips video. Today, we're looking at some of what I think are the best cards from the Sword and Shield era under $10. Just a disclaimer, if you are here looking for Crown Zenith cards, they will not be in this video. Reason being, you can see the amount of tabs I have up. I think Crown Zenith has probably more cards that are good in it under $10 than the rest of the entire Sword and Shield combined. So I will be making another one of those videos that will be going out next Monday, so you'll be seeing that next week. So if you are looking for Crown Zenith cards, they will not be in this video, but next week you will be seeing those. This is every Sword and Shield set up to Crown Zenith, and there's a lot more cards because there's more sets in here than were in my Scarlet Violet video. However, Sword and Shield really doesn't have the best cards under $10. A lot of them are going to be VMAXs. They really didn't get into the gallery card till the end of Sword and Shield, so that is when it starts to ramp up, and there starts to be a lot more cooler cards for those of you that have just gotten into it. Starting off with Sword and Shield base set, this is a card I actually just picked up. It is the Snorlax V, one of my favorite Pokemon, obviously, so I had to throw him in here. He's about $5 ungraded, and that is the only one we have from the base set of Sword and Shield. There wasn't really a lot great, and a lot of these Sword and Shield sets are really top heavy. Obviously, we know ones like Evolving Skies, like Lost Origin, they're really top heavy with one or two cards at the top of the set that are amazing, and the rest aren't that great. Here we have Rebel Clash. Some people call it Rebel Trash for that reason. We have this Toxtricity V, which is a $4 card, as well as this Inteleon V, which is another $4 card. Nice little cool full arts. They have some very cool colors on them. I definitely like these ones for Rebel Clash. And then, oh, I forgot, it's in the next one. But moving on to Darkness Ablaze, we have a couple of cool VMAXs, such as this Salamence, this cool Butterfree V card, and then of course a Charizard. I think any Charizard you can get for $5 is pretty good. Charizards will always go up in the end. 10 years from now, this Charizard will probably be worth at least like $20, $30. I think this is a cool card, and it's really cool. It has the little stadium in the background. You can sort of see he's like in the arena, so I think that is just a pretty cool card. Moving on to Champion's Path, we have this Venusaur card. Obviously, you can tell I'm a fan of the 151, but the Venusaur card going along with this Wailord, I think, are some of the coolest low-dollar cards in the set. Wailord doesn't get a whole lot of love, but this is a very cool card of him. I like the water sort of spouting off the side of the screen, so that's a very cool one. Vivid Voltage, obviously there is the Pikachu that is, I think, worth a couple $100, but this is the non-rainbow one. It's only worth $6, so I mean, if you want that card, I believe it's... yeah, this one, it's $126. You can get the same card, just not rainbow, and it's only $5. So, I mean, if you're balling on a budget, or you just like this card and you don't want to spend $100 on cardboard, I mean, hey, there you go. Another good one from Vivid Voltage is this Ampharos V. I think this is a pretty cool card with the lightning in the background. I will say the Sword and Shield era has some very cool colors in it. They have a lot of good contrast, you know, the yellow and blue in this one. One that I like a lot. Moving on to Shining Fates, there's a lot of good cards in this one. Any of the shinies you really can't go wrong with. Just pick your favorite color. I just picked out a few. I really like this Ditto VMAX. I think he's really cool shiny. As well as this Lapras VMAX. I actually do have this one. I pulled it on the channel. If you guys want, you should go check out my eBay Mystery Box video. That is where I pulled this one. And then again, just another Ditto shiny card that I think is really cute. This is a really, really cool card. But you really can't go wrong with any of the shiny cards in this set. There's a lot of baby shinies, as people will call them, which are, you know, just basic or more basic cards that are shiny. And I like Morpeko, another great card. You really can't go wrong with any of these cards. There's so many of them, and you really just have to pick your favorite card in the set and go find that one shiny. I really love all of these. They're all in the dollar region. Because people aren't really going crazy over, you know, the low dollar cards. I mean, Centiskorch, here's another one. Very cool. Awesome set. Any set that has shinies in it, for me, is a personal favorite. I really like this one. I like Paldean Fates. Always just very fun to open. Moving on to Battle Styles, one that I actually have some, have a booster box of, if anyone wants to see me open that. There's a couple of Victini cards as well as an Empoleon. I really like Victini. I think it was meant to be like the new Pikachu. I'm not exactly sure about that, but I feel like I heard that at one point. So this VMAX as well as this regular V card, I think this is really cool. The colors on this seem a little strange, but I could get used to it, I think. And then this Empoleon. Empoleon's dope Gen 4 character. Huge into it. Love it. Moving on to Chilling Reign. I know some people call this one Chilling Pain. We have a couple of Galarian birds here. We have Galarian Articuno as well as Galarian Zapdos. I think these are super cool. I'm a big fan of the Galarian birds, even though I have been a proponent of saying I don't like how they made old Pokemon into new ones, like the future or the past, stuff like that. The Galarian doesn't bother me that much. I really like these. Maybe it's a Pokemon Go thing, but it is what it is. And then obviously Blaziken, super cool. Awesome card. I like Blaziken a lot. Again, they go with these really weird colors that are extremely contrasting in these Sword and Shield era. But I can't argue with it. It looks cool. Blaziken's a dope one. Evolving Skies is a tough one, obviously, because the set itself is just so expensive that most of the cards in it are. However, there are cards for those that don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars or even thousands on Pokemon cards. We have this cool Gyarados V, comes off the card a bit, and then you can basically get every single evolution in VMAX form, which is a lot cheaper than the alternate art. These are just $9 and $8 respectively for Sylveon and Espeon, and I think these cards are pretty cool. The Sylveon is, I think, a lot better than this Espeon. I'm not sure why. I think it just contrasts a little bit better with the shadows on here. I like sort of how she sort of fits off the card. Espeon looks more like she's sort of in the card. But that's just personal preference. Like I said, you can get any of the VMAXs that are not alternate arts for under $10, so that is very cool. And this Rayquaza I think is super cool. It's just $5 to get a really nice Rayquaza card. Oh, and I had one more in here. Just Leafeon. Like I said, any of the EV evolutions. Moving on to celebrations, I got this Zekrom and this Reshiram card that I think are pretty cool. Just sort of both sides of the legendary, I don't know what you want to call them, legendary duo. The cards sort of fit together too if you put them next to each other. Obviously it's not like one of the Galarian galleries where they all fit together, but they look cool next to each other. I think these are some awesome cards. Not a huge fan of the stamp. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you guys think of the stamps? I'm not a huge fan of the stamps. I don't like when they do that. And then this Pikachu VMAX, I think this is awesome. I think the stamp kind of ruins it here, but I think this is such a fun card with him just sort of putting his hands up. I think that's really fun. Moving on to Pokemon Go, a set that people do not like, but I do. This is a really fun card. It's the Ditto Bidoof. If you have one of these Bidoof cards and you have this little Ditto in the corner, you can actually pull this off and it reveals a Ditto. So I think that is super fun. It's actually worth a little bit of money if you find one, so that's a super cool thing to look out for. I also think the Radiant cards are cool. With Radiant Blastoise, Radiant Venusaur, Radiant Charizard, they're all around $5 to $10, so these are definitely a good pickup if you enjoy those originals. Moving on to Lost Origin, I think this is one of the cooler Pikachu cards. It's like the VMAX from Vivid Voltage. He's just sort of big Pikachu standing up there, but it's a black and gold card, and these cards usually look fake. Like a lot of fake cards look like this, so I think it's cool to have a real one. There was I'm not gonna remember, maybe Centiskorch as well that was like this, so I think that's really cool. My personal favorite, maybe from the entirety of Sword and Shield minus Crown Zenith, is this Snorlax. I have this in a PSA slab. Snorlax is awesome. What can you say? This is just such a cool card. Love to see him eat. Love to see this guy watch him eat. I think it's just a really funny one. And another very cool one with a trainer on it is Centiskorch VMAX. Centiskorch is one of those characters, Pokemon, that I don't really know a whole lot about just because he's a newer one. And I think this card looks sick. I think they should do a lot more with him. I think it's a cool Pokemon, and it's more original than a lot of the things they've done recently. I mean, it's a bug, but it's cool. Let's be honest. And last but not least, we have Silver Tempest. I think this is a cool Lugia card coming out of the water there, as well as this cool Ho-Oh card that's a little bit different, not as realistic. I think, and I'm going to drop a hot take here just to see if anybody watches the end of these videos. I don't like this card. I can't believe this is a $300 card, personally. I don't think it's that cool. I think it's really dark. I think there's a lot of dark colors in it. It's just not that great for me, personally. If you like this card, though, leave a comment down below, and maybe we can have an argument about it in the comments. But other than that, we are done with that portion of the video. Next time you guys watch one of these, it will be Crown Zenith. This is probably my favorite set of all time so far. I extremely love this set. If you get down to this $10 mark, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a scroll here. I'm going to have a full video for this, and it's going to be awesome, I promise. I might even do like an under 20 section. There's just so many good cards. And if you're willing to spend a little bit more, like, look what you get for $22. Like, this is crazy. These cards are crazy. But anyways, let's not get too far into that because I love this set so much that I definitely want to do this video now. But you'll be seeing that one next Monday. If you did enjoy this one, if you bought any of these cards from this video, let me know in the comments. And as always, please subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.